play action. They'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll set up to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into...
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Winston again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Jones. And he's got some space here. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 65 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Busting free at the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Hey, ready. Move ready.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Ready. Move ready.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean their magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Black 22.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready. Black 25.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. The 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. Black 22.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a handoff working right. backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 28 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Winston again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Jameis on 2nd down, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
A give to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Jameis to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Rams, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat